It's really up to Gigatus here to get, like... I would say he needs to get a clean first kill and delay them. He can't let them just kill him and get a free entry into this site. They got it. Yeah, Azlak's already starting to rotate over there, so this is gonna... If Gigatus...
He hasn't really rotated fast enough, though, at this point, if they keep going at this pace. He's going to be slightly out of position.
He's going to kill one guy, I think. Yeah.
He does get away though without getting shot.
Gigatus.
But then he gets taken straight down.
Gigatus just failed so hard, they had no idea he was there.
Okay, so all the WinFakt players, 2 of them coming up under bridge. Nasu up, gets... Oh, what an unlucky position to find Seni in there. Very clever positioning, actually. Because he was able to shoot them in the back as they went in the site without him seeing him. Or he gets lucky and kills Nasu from there anyway.
Yeah, I feel like that round was really, like, the fault of Gigatus. I mean, Azlak rotated over, and just while they were clearing out the site, he peeked and picked that guy off, right? So then all the focus of all the people was on Azlak in the back hole, and then Gigatus just peeked out and just started missing and died. If he just stayed hidden and waited for a guy to charge after Azlak and killed him, he would have had a free, like, AFK kill on the side, and I don't know, that would have left it in like a 2v4 situation or something like that.
See, this is the problem for WinFakt. Even if they make good calls, like I said, they not only have to strategically outplay them, but I feel like a few of WinFakt's players have to go really big. And the problem here is that, just like the SK game, we're seeing that all of the Na'Vi players are on fire.
Yeah.
All of their games are on. I mean, you can't even look at anyone and say they're not playing well. Zeus has even been getting great kills. And Seni is just beasting at the moment.
Yeah, Senian's really the key person for most of the rounds they actually have won. So WinFakt's going to keep playing heavy towards A. Looks like they're going to do some sort of mid-run-up strat. I don't know if they're going to wait a bit to do it. This is actually just hiding behind a box in mid. Stars gets a pick on Azlak at the short area. Tommy gets spotted at mid.
See, this is when Gigatus has to like push down quickly or rotate back, in my opinion. Like, you have to gamble in this spot when you're already down a man.
Yeah.
You can't just hold there and wait until you hear bomb planted before you start rotating. Ah, he's going down banana now, but it's probably a bit too late. Like, he's not going to get the flank on anyone at the moment.
And Zeus getting two pretty big
kills. They all
kills.
get up before he has a chance, and now he has to save. See, this is the problem, is that, like I was saying before, if I was designing a strategy just to win this one game versus Na'Vi, I'd make things very random. I'd do a lot of risky things, even things that wouldn't be high percentage plays, just because if they were to work out, then I'd put myself in a really nice spot to actually have a chance of winning. Whereas if you just play straight up against a team like Na'Vi, who have, like, in my opinion, like, worst case scenario, probably the second most brilliant strat calling mind ever, and all their players are on fire, then, I mean, you're essentially just, like, auditioning to get knocked out. Like, you don't ever want to match skills with someone who's really another level above you. You want to try and, even if it's a weakness for you as well, just make it a battle of attrition. Make it so you're all playing weak points and shitty rounds and just back and forth, and anyone can win this round, because guess what? If anyone can win it, you can win it. So just make it as random as possible.
Yeah, that looks like...
is pushed up. Nasu's pushing up, but Anids blows up in his face. Zeus pulling back to spawn.
They're all really low. Like, if Nasu can get into the A side and just hide here...
Yeah, if he went in, like, to the bomb spot,
yeah,
that would be ideal. Just don't do anything until you hear them. 3 health for Zeus here.
Yeah, he's just waiting, holding.
But still, I mean, it seemed like this game was pretty competitive. Like, WinFakt were in a lot of these rounds, and you look up at the scoreboard and 9 rounds for Na'Vi already.
Yeah, they won 4 in a row, and then once they lost one or two kind of dumb rounds. Like the one, like it's not really dumb because Say 9 kind of went crazy, but I mean this half could have been a little bit closer if they didn't let Say 9 get like a quad kill like 2 times. Nice shot by Nasu.
Is the stream still on? Because my mumble just reconnected itself to the server and said the remote host closed the connection.
I think it should be.
Problem is Jacobson went AFK, I think. Okay. See if you can at least hit the first one dig.
Yeah, so
I mean, WinFakt have to get all the rounds now.
Yeah, if they get 6 rounds on CT and T pistol, it's not really that bad of a half. But they can't go into next half and lose the pistol and let Navi get that 11, 12 round advantage early.
Alright, one sec. I have to say though, after all the disappointing games we've seen so far, today's actually been fairly fun to watch so far.
Yeah.
And here we go, 3 guys going down Kitty. And this is a solid risk to take, especially as they pushed them all the way back. But then Markov evens it up. Senia Starek's coming over with his AWP.
Basic's actually in a really weird position here.
But now he just gets owned. Wow.
Oh, Lurpus saves his life in the last second.
Yeah,
he actually got away.
Otherwise.
Yeah, this is actually one of the weirdest rounds. Basic should have died like 7 times.
But Navi have done a good job of switching back and forth. So now if they just go towards Banana, they're just like 3v1. But Zeus is going sewer.
Jigatis is actually in a really good spot to get that first kill.
Lurpus is actually looking... He's actually just looked back over the sewer, so he has an idea with what the time is left, based on the fact that he hasn't had any calls from Jigatis, that they're probably coming sewer.
Yeah.
And so he's actually in a really
Jigatis
good spot to at least spam them down through the door.
Now. Yeah, Jigatis knows 2's clear, so they know they have to be coming A. Basic's in a pretty good spot to get this kill.
Jigatis really needs to run now, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's a decent half. Like 6 rounds versus Navi with no pistol on CT in Tuscan. I mean, you can't really complain about it.
Well, it looks like a bad half for WinFakt because of the fact that they had the early rounds.
Yeah.
But you have to you can't think of it from that mentality. You have to think of it as in, well, we know Navi is actually better on this half and better than us. So even if we got lucky early on or we got the good start early on, eventually they're going to get their rounds. So it's like fitting that Navi were going to get in this range of rounds, like 8 or 9 rounds.
Yeah.
Like I've noticed sometimes people have weird logic, especially players, because sometimes what will happen is they'll have some luck early on, but then once they get into a position, like they then get to 13 rounds, they then feel like if they lose the game, that it was luck from the other team or they should have won. Whereas sometimes you have to apply it fair and be like, well, we were actually lucky to even get to that position. So then when luck goes against us and we lose, like maybe it evens out, you know?
I think this pistol round is really going to be important for WinFakt. If they get the pistol, I think they can really win this map if they get pistol round, because they'll be up 3-0. And then, like I said, they can do one of the random sewer strats, and I don't think Navi's really going to know about them. And I feel like they can maybe get up 5-0 on these guys before Navi really can adapt. You know, like, a Navi is definitely...
Sure, but it's also whether or not they can execute it. Like, knowing what to do isn't the same as being able to do it.
Well, the thing about it is that Navi's really good at adapting, right? So if they let Navi get 3 rounds on CT, Tuscan, and then they do that shot and win, the impact it has isn't as big as if they got pistol to break their money in the first place, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Like
I've actually always thought on Navi that Marklov's pretty good at defending against the sewer when he has to just spray as they come out.
Yeah, they've actually switched spots with Say 9 playing what Markov used to do. He's playing, like, Say 9's playing a lot closer towards that kitty area, and Markov's doing that job kind of where you rotate in the middle of the site and hold flashes out. What do you think WinFakt's best chance for winning a pistol round is, considering that Navi usually pushes down like the mid-2 area?
Based on what I've seen against Navi, your best chance is fast pushes onto B. Like not even going up the left part, just doing like I'd say 4 or 3 guys right up the banana quick, and then the other 2 guys, if you want to send them, either hold back for rotators or send them through the left part towards B, then you do it like slow to try and just gay or hold the position of the other players. What do you think?
Yes, I think if they can kill Edward before he gets comfortable in that short, get up in his face and kill him before he can just peek, because he loves going down short and just peeking in. We've seen like that clip versus Fnatic where he jumps on the box, and he actually did that versus
SK too.
Yeah, he only got 1 this time, but...
Plus, what we've seen today in the game is that Navi are actually... They've got pretty good timing when it comes to rotating and trying to do clutch rounds into the A site. Like, they're good at knowing when to hold and when to push into the site in terms of how much clock is left. Like, they're pretty good at holding and just making the terrorist make a mistake and peek.
Yeah, definitely.
Because this is one of those... That's why I like to attack B if I'm the team playing against them. Because in B, it's more of a traditional hold, where you know you can get the first kill, and you force them to always come to you. Whereas the fact that the A site is so wide open and has so many angles to be attacked from, it actually kind of fucks with the CT's mind. Because what happens is, even though the CT still has the advantage if he stays hidden, because he can be attacked from so many angles, he can also be attacked and killed without getting a bullet off. So it kind of makes him want to be decisive and just like take the fight on, as opposed to just like risk looking silly if like they happen to come from the wrong side. The same thing used to happen on Mill a lot as well. That's why actually Mill was a CT-sided map. Yeah, at the moment apparently WinFakt is the ones holding the game up. Which must be like the first time in the history of Counter-Strike that Navi were like, could we go please? The big problem I see here is, even if WinFakt stay in the game, I wonder what it would do to them psychologically to lose the pistol round. Like, I mean, Navi can still win the game from losing the pistol round, but if you're WinFakt, yeah, I think they might overthink it and still keep thinking like, fuck, we should have won that. Okay, this guy's saying wait.
Here, that should be live, I think.
Okay, here we go, Navi. Pushing 3 people down middle at the moment. 4 people.
WinFakt is actually doing that sewer strat as a pistol.
And basic is the flanker.
Navi's not going to have timing on it because they are going to run farther than anyone is used to.
The thing that's a little bit confusing is, it's very rare on a pistol round that they'd be holding this long before you even saw one of them. So I think the Navi guys probably should have pulled back faster. I'm not just saying that because we can see it. Like, if you don't have any information, sometimes it's better to
Navi's actually making a really good play. They're just running straight in to the side.
Oh, and they've just spotted someone being boosted on the box to the left. They spotted Basic being boosted over. The thing for WinFakt is you have to both step out of each side at the same time, so you're at least drawing their attention and like making their shots harder.
Yeah. WinFakt are in a decent position.
Markelov has bashed Gigatus a bit. I think they're going to boost someone on the box, but he gets owned when he gets boosted up. His head goes bang.
That was just really...
Made bad decisions at the end there. Like, I don't know why they were boosting like that once they knew the positions that Navi were holding. Like I said, Navi don't just run in like idiots and try and fight you. Like, they make you make them the first move, and then they're just sitting waiting to take a shot at you.
Well, the thing that was weird about that round was they smoked off the middle area.